Productivity is not about getting things done. It's about using your time well. Productivity is not just about plowing through this giant to-do list and crossing things off. Yes, you've got to get things done, but the reason that you want to get things done is so that you can make better use of your time. Better use of your time doesn't mean being more busy. It means applying your skills, applying your abilities in the best way possible. So productivity is around using your time well, and that may mean even during your work time to be wasting time, so to speak, by dedicating yourself to something that's really going to require a lot of focus. It could be wasting time again to work out, hey, do I even need to use this new tool? Do I even need to work on this project? Being productive may be a matter of sometimes stepping back. Instead of putting out fires all day and just churning through the work, it could be around asking, wait a minute, what if we were to build a fireproof building? What would that look like? Now, I'm going to share with you 3 productivity books that are going to help you to use your time much better. And as I say, this is not about getting things done or the best tool to plow through your to-do list. Productivity is around using your time more effectively. Now, this first book is Deep Work by Cal Newport, and he says that the most effective work that we are doing is not the clutter, is not the noise, is not the social media, it's not keeping up with emails and direct messages. It's that ability to focus, to concentrate, even for long periods of time. That is the work that is going to have the biggest impact. Now, what I love about Deep Work is before he gets into the tactics of how do you buy back more time, how do you start to say no to your boss, how do you say no to social media, before looking at any of that, he speaks about the value of deep work and will convince you, as he convinced me, that it is really, really important to be able to sink deeply into one topic without distraction, really to give your attention and your focus, deep concentration, and the impact that will have both on the work that you do and on the time that you buy back will be enormous. Now, if you find that you don't have time to read, if you've got too many books to get through that you never actually get to, then consider taking out a subscription with Audible. You can get a free trial of Audible using my affiliate link below, and that allows you to listen to books that you just don't have time to read. Because the important thing is not how many books you get to read physically, but what ideas you get to imbibe, what value you get to take from those books. So the Audible free trial is, there's a link in the description below. The second book that I want to recommend is called Working Backwards, and it's the story of Amazon. Now, you might say, well, you're never going to create a company like Amazon, and maybe you're never even going to run your own business. Never mind. There are so many lessons in how Amazon approaches projects, approaches tasks, how they deal with things, how they manage to become super productive. One lesson that I took from Working Backwards is this idea that you start with the customer experience. What can we do right at the start to work out, well, what is it that the customer actually wants? And your customer may be your boss. It may be somebody who is asking you to drop a particular project that you are working on to work on something else that they say is more important, more urgent. And so starting from the point of view of this is what they're asking for, this is what they really actually need, this is the outcome that they are looking for, this is the transformation, then you can work backwards and say, well, how can we get to that? It's an amazing thing to be able to step back and then look at the big outcome. There are many other examples and lessons that you can learn from this Amazon book, even if you are not running your own business. And the third book for productivity that I really want to recommend is this book called Flow. It's by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. This book really looks at what is it that makes people really get into that zone, really love what they are doing and get so absorbed. He speaks about the 8 components of flow. For example, that when you are in that state of flow, you are really, really clear what it is that you need to do. There's no vagueness, there's no procrastination. You know exactly this is what I need to be working on. And you get immediate feedback. And that feedback doesn't necessarily mean somebody telling you, hey, you've done a great job. The feedback could be when you are playing violin and you can hear whether your note has been on target or not. Maybe you're doing some cooking and you're cutting through the orange and you get that immediate feedback of saying, yes, I've done this job well. 8 components of flow. One of them is that you just lose all sense of time. Has that ever happened to you? Knowing how flow works means that you can tap in to those moments where you are really absorbed, really in your element, and really focused. Another component of flow is that you are pushing yourself a little bit. Not so much that you are overwhelmed, but you're also not bored because, oh yeah, this is such a boring, easy job. So with any of these books, Deep Work, Working Backwards, The Story of Amazon, or Flow by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, you can get the audio book with the Audible subscription. You can buy the book from Amazon in physical format or as a Kindle, and you can use my affiliate link in the description below. But those 3 books are ones that I recommend for you to become much less busy and more productive, and to find that your use of time is more satisfying.